Oh, say does the
Welcome everyone to a new season. Stand to the greatest words in all of sports. Opening day.
There you go. Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated. Everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going. Whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Kevin Durant is out there with Mobley. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Donaldson in at the center position. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Hayes finds Whiteside. Here's Havlicek. Hayes with a screen on Durant. Here's Havlicek.
On defense, Durant utilizes his length and quickness, creating really solid coverage.
Buries it down low.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Bridges. Hits the front of the rim and out. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Mobley on a screen. Now here's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Here's Donaldson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Donaldson's got his second basket.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
And the Celtics, far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
Here's Conley. The Celtics making their last shot. To stop the run. And there's Jordan on the assist by Hayes.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just how it goes, but also we've got to give credit to the defense. They're not making it easy out there.
Here's the pick. Bridges passes to Donaldson. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Nice pass by Bridges, just keeping his options open out there.
Pass to Whiteside. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. He can't get that one to fall. Doncic outside. The three is up. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's his shot, and one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Down low. Here's Jordan. Deflected. And they're able to recover. Basket's good.
The defense getting out hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Mobley. Back to Doncic. Shoots it from the corner. Here's Donaldson. The rebound by Whiteside. Nets trail by 6. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Oh, nice shot by Havlicek.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Mobley. They set the pick. Doncic passes to Donaldson. Mobley outside. Doncic up top. All alone. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Timeout. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, BA.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Edie's checked in for Boston. From Dean Jordan. Nice D from Bridges.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Pass to Durant. The rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates for him.
Yeah, that's true, BA. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Here's Edie. Outside Durant. The 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. It's Conley with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 6. Nice shot by Havlicek.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Now here's Durant. Not a lot of room. Here's Doncic. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Doncic has got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Whiteside with a screen on Bridges. Jordan misses.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Whiteside against Durant. Launches a 3. Drains the triple. Durant's got 5 now.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Whiteside with a screen on Doncic. And that one's good for Conley.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to
Timeout.
trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look from that.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A full line change here for Brooklyn. A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for 3-point shooting last season. The Celtics 2nd.
Well, last season, what stood out about this team was their 3-point shooting. They shot a very high percentage from distance.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Here's Scott. He's guarded by Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Scott passes to Grant. Here's Red. Rebound by Willis.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Now here's Irving. The D's right on it. Pass to Van Arsdale. Drummond with the screen. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Red. Hunter on the wing. To the paint. Scott passes to Grant. Now Hunter. here. Again, the miss by Boston.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Pass to Drummond. Oh, they pick off the pass. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Scott, still without a bucket. Misses in close. Here's Van Arsdale. Now Drummond. Got it. Good job in the low post. Fires away from way outside. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Boston up front, up 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got the Andre Hunter. It's Donaldson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Luka Doncic.
Boston leading by 4. Bridges outside. Pass to Donaldson. And here's Grant. Outside Hunter. Clock at 6. Tries again. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
So both teams changing it up here. Irving pass to Drummond. Back to Irving. Out to the right wing. Pass to Havlicek. Here's Irving. Guarded by Doncic. Irving against Doncic. Pulls up high post. And it's Irving missing.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Right, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Whiteside, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Conley comes in for Irving. It's both from the stripe. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
And going right through the contact, Luka has tremendous strength, especially for a guy who handles the ball so much.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Fires from deep. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Havlicek. He's guarded by Bridges. Havlicek's shot is off.
That wasn't a bad shot. Defense played a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Bridges, a screen on Jordan. Durant against Jordan. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
For him, it was a season to remember. And I think his fans would say the same.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Whiteside. Jordan with it. Shot clock at 5. Whiteside. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Doncic passes to Donaldson. Durant with it. Pass to Donaldson. Here's Bridges. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Sinks it from distance. Mobley's got 5 now.
And how about the fast shot by Mobley? Didn't need much time to get it in the air.
And here's Hayes. Back to Conley. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night. Well, the leadership and steadiness Mike Conley brings to his team can't be overstated. A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great tone out on the floor.
Doncic passes to Bridges. Mobley outside. Pass to Doncic. Over Conley. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
Conley passes to Jordan. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. And here's Jordan. Right wing. Here's Conley. Boston with a rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
Yeah, they got swept by this team in the season series last year, which goes against all logic.
Here's Donaldson. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Doncic against Conley. Pass to Jordan. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Timeout. Change here for Boston. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Brooklyn making a switch here. Drummond's checked in.
Back on the floor for your Knicks. Number 0, Andre Drummond.
So it's Boston now. Pass to Scott. They're at the screen. Shot's good by Scott. And the Celtics lead by 11.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Person's shot is good. Person's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
But they don't come much easier than that. Irving always putting the ball right on the money.
Pass to Red. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Here's Van Arsdale. Yet to see a basket. Now Irving from behind the arc. And the left. Clock at 4. Here's Red. Drummond grabs the miss. Nets trail by 8. Here's Person. Pass to Irving. 1:11 left in the first half. Here's Van Arsdale. And it's off from three-point range. Celtics lead by 8. To the inside. And Grant gets it to go.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now here's Irving. Tight defense on him. Fires at the elbow. That's off the glass and in. Irving's got 5 now.
Taking what he can get, Kyrie pulls up with confidence in the mid-range.
Pass to Hunter. Inside. Here's Edey. And he slaps it in one-handed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Irving.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Drummond. Pass to Willis. 6 to shoot. Here's Van Arsdale. This is the jumper. Outside Hunter. Here's Edey. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Boston ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot run. They're measuring out the shot. Fans, let's hear it for our contestant. Well done.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Boston Celtics.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Pace. And now, not a bad. Thanks as always for.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Hassan Whiteside is out there with Hayes. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Havlicek in at the 3, a small forward. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. Durant's shot is off. Nets trail by 10. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what do you see with this one?
They gave up a lot of players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Conley finds Hayes. To the middle. And slammed up by Jordan.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the team.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank
not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Havlicek. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Havlicek. Up again. Controls the rebound. Look at that.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Doncic against Conley. Durant with a screen on Conley. Doncic left side. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. This will be his third trip to the free throw line. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Here's Donaldson. 6 points for him. Three-pointer, Bridges. And Havlicek pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good. So it's Boston now. They've led by as many as 11. Doncic against Conley. The 11-footer sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Whiteside. Outside Conley. Floats one. It's deflected. Now Durant. He's got 9. Now here's Mobley. He's defended by Hayes. Hayes against Mobley. Driving to the basket.
Yeah, when you're facing Mobley, you cannot let him get that ball down low.
Boston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good for Mobley. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well. A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And Mobley throws it down.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Havlicek. Hunter covering. Here's Irving. Over to the left wing. Here's Van Arsdale. Blocked. Here's Scott. Tries the spin move. Down low. And it's in there. Scott's gotten his second bucket. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. And credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
To end the drought. Shot is good by Van Arsdale.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Outside Hunter. Pass to Red. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got a 6th rebound on the night. Here's Havlicek. He has 7. Here's Irving. The rebound, Celtics. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hunter passes to Mobley. Here's Scott. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's check in from Boston. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. Boston in second.
Well, the commitment they brought to the boards is evident in those numbers. Rebounding's never a glamour stat, but it wins you games.
Irving. Off the mark with a little step back, Jay. Boston leading by 14. Right side, Hunter. Pass to Scott. Dunked it in off the glass. Scott's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
1:19 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Person. Back to Irving. The Nets need to get off a shot here. 16 feet out. Here's Drummond. And a hand on it. Here's Scott. He's guarded by Irving. Shot's good by Scott.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Irving looking around. Inside. Here's Person. Knocked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting your way back.
Scott passes to Hunter. 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Outside Irving. It's rebounded by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Red pass to Hunter. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Boston, a sizable 18-point lead at the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. They've got Evan Mobley, also Kevin Durant out there, and it's Grant in at the 5. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
Boston making a switch here. Doncic checked in. Celtics lead by 20. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Durant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Conley passes to Person. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Jordan inside. He's against Bridges. And there's the rejection. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanted to address strategy with his team. Four on the clock. To the paint. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Offensively, they're really struggling here in the second half. The missed shots continue to pile up, and their field goal percentage is way down.
To the inside. To the paint. Here's Donaldson. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
Pass to Havlicek. Jordan with it. He's guarded by Bridges. Hayes against Mobley. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist by Jordan. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Celtics. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And it's good. 2 points.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
Right side with a screen on Doncic. From deep, Conley. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And you see player training methods, Graham, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Here's Jordan.
What a dunk.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Boston leading by 23. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Inside, stolen by Whiteside. And now the Nets on the break. He goes up. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Back to Doncic from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan with it. Up top, Whiteside. Pass to Conley. There's the drive. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. He'll go to the line. That one on Doncic. Dellavedova's checked in for Mike Conley.
First team foul. And at the line, one time, Hassan Whiteside.
Boston leading by 18. Outside Durant. Pass to Donaldson. Here's Pack, covered by Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. The 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Jordan, the pass to Dellavedova. And he's going for the lob. And slam deep by Jordan. Flying the pass to where it needs to. Strong finish to seal the deal. Outside Durant. Back to Doncic. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Doncic has got 15 points in just the second half. Jordy Fernandez calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Here's Mobley. Conley comes with a double team. Tries it from the top of the key. Durant's shot is off. Nets trail by 18. Jordan with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Finished off by Hayes.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
For Boston, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Bridges outside. Pass to Durant. Brooklyn pulls it in. Havlicek's got 4 rebounds now. Celtics lead by 16. Here's Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. Here's Brooklyn. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Good on the shot.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Scott passes to Durant. The baseline J. He squares up and sinks it. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Celtics.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Luka Doncic.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Mobley outside, down low. Here's Donaldson, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
From deep, Jordan. And the Nets get it back. Over to the wing. Here's Havlicek, guarded by Durant. Pass to Jordan. The 3 is up. Count it from distance. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the... All right, Allie, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the...
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA. season. Here we go. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Clint Snyder right now. They've got Richardson, and it's Guerin in at the 2 spot.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Really scary how good this guy's becoming. Antetokounmpo, when he's sinking the catch and shoot jump shot, it's game over, fellas.
Here's Guerin. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Butler, and it's sent back by Hill. Now, here's Harper. He's guarded closely, and he comes up with the deuce.
You see how creative Harper can be. He loves getting cheeky with it with his ball hand.
Outside Hill. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Harper the pass to Giannis. Here's inside. A lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Now, here is Hill. Over to the left wing. Richardson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to Unzel. Now here is Moncrief. Guarded closely. Here's Giannis. And the Bucks miss again. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Hill. He'll hit that one. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Cinder. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Richardson against Harper. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Guerin. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Milwaukee leading by 5. Giannis passes to Harper.
The number is coming off a terrific season. About 30 points per game. 11 rebounds and 6 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Here's Unzel. That's to Giannis. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Inside, here's Unzel.
And it's up to the Kumbo, picking up the assist.
Now the Kumbo is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Burns you with his scoring and passing ability.
Here's Gayton. Richardson with the screen on Moncrief. Guerin passes to Pettit. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Puts it up for Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And all you have to do is throw the ball in Butler's direction, and he'll handle the rest for you, believe me. Fantastic at finishing on the alley-oops.
Now, here's Richardson. Still yet to score. Here's Guerin. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Moncrief. Pass to one zone. Now, here's Harper. Nice ball movement on the left. Bucket is good.
They wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Richardson kicks to Hill. Back to Richardson. And the vision of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 2021. That was the last time they were top 10 defense. Scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now.
Say this about Richardson: he is a fearless player. If an opponent who doesn't think he can dominate or a situation he can't take charge of, there is no backup with Michael Ray.
Here's Beal. Corey McGinley picking up that last basket. Outside Butler. Pass to Embry. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring team. In fourth, the Bucks. Number 5, the Hawks.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout because both of them can put up a ton of points.
Hardaway's checked in for the Hawks. Snatched away. Little rookie, the pass to Miguel. Good, nice job down there.
The ball movement in this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And they were in the top 10 in rebounding, but that was one of the things that they hung their hat on. Never really let up energy-wise on the backboards.
And what really jumps out is their ranking in second chance points. They did some major work on the glass. Greg, those points really added up over the course of last season. Now, here's Butler. There's a screen on the top of the key, and Hardaway gets it to go. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Hardaway against Davis. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Little rookie. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on a second chance bucket right there.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Beal. Hasn't made one yet. And he's going up to the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Embry after the basket by Milwaukee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And the layup falls. And the Bucks lead by 13.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attack.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The free throw dropped for Butler.
Yeah, and Butler, just a natural leader. He's someone whose teammates look up to, a polished scorer who also plays tough defense.
And he nails the third.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Davis for three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Butler feeling it out a bit. Pass to Beal. Here's the screen. Here's Hardaway. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, there's the five in Snyder right now. They've got Hill, and it's Pettit in at the power forward.
And guys, I'm starting to be concerned that the rim ain't going to survive some of these unsailed James. There's just so much power to his game.
Pass to Simpson. Davis against Hardaway. And to the Kumbo inside. Sampson pulls it in. The Hawks trail by 12. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hill against Butler. 5 on the clock. Hill against Butler. Hill, no good.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range. Sure, who'd agree with him?
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take their shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not going to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I will do what I did. Try to be the best version of myself. That focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Harper, who's checked in for Baron Davis. Richardson, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Hill passes to Pettit. Here's Gavin. Hawks passing it around. To the middle to stop the run. It's rebounded by Enzo. Bucks leading by 17. To the paint. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Harper with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo. He's a blast.
Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his side run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. Yeah, that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Steps back and shoots. Back to Butler. It's to Harper. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And eventually every player GA has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Hill against Butler. Simpson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Simpson's got his first points of the game.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Milwaukee.
Pass to Butler. And here's Giannis. He's got 10. Left block shot on the way. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And they were in the top 10 in rebounding. That was one of the things that they hung their hat on. Never really left the energy-wise on the backboard.
And you go back to their scoring last season with all the weapons they had, putting points on the board was never a problem. Harper dishes to Butler. Beal against Moncrief. Pass to Daniel. Out of bounds. It will go to the Hawks. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. And then on Monday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And that one against the Pistons, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
The Bucks making a switch here. Maggotti's checked in. Richardson outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by Butler. Outside Harper. Pass to Nedolicki. Now Butler. Here is Daniels. He's covered by Beal. Fades. Rebound by Butler.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Maggetti gets to Daniels. Butler from outside. And again, the Bucks miss. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Embry passes to Beal. And here's Richardson. He's guarded by Harper. Pass to Beal. Takes a 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Harper dishes to Butler. The win. He gets it in there. Butler's got a second bucket tonight.
I'm willing to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming. Top mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
There's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Caron Butler.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Sloan's checked in. Davis is subbed in for Ron Harper. And a change for the Hawks. Hardaway's checked in. And Baron Davis picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Down low, there's Smith. Takes it off the glass.
And And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Davis looking for an opening. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Outside, Beal. Out to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. For Davis. Trying to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Shakes him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you can see the respect that the defense has for Davis's jumper. They just got a little too aggressive on that contest.
He's perfect from the line this time. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Hardaway against Davis. Outside Butler. Smith sets the pick for Butler. Over Butler. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Greetings.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Giannis dominating this contest, playing old school bully ball inside and facing up.
Now let's take a moment here. Thanks for spending halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
They've got Antetokounmpo. Harper is out there with Moncrief. Then it's Butler, and it's Unseld in its center. It's the group from Milwaukee right now. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And Richardson drops them both. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Pass to Moncrief. Back to Giannis. Rebound by the Hawks.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26. Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Pass to Bennett, back to Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. That's good from Richardson. And Richardson drops them both. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
The drive Giannis just did. His stride and his strength make him hard to handle once he gets going.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. My in for the game for sure. Always respected Coach Snyder. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Here's Simpson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simpson's got 6 points.
Using some muscle against that contact that time, Sampson. Not easy to stop in the paint.
Here's Unseld. He drives in.
That is just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
Guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. McGinnis checked in for Milwaukee.
Number 50.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Guerin. Moncrief defending. There's the pick from deep. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And it's blocked. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Hill. That one goes in.
Pretty good awareness and pursuit by Hill that time. Doing a good job positioning himself for that offensive rebound.
Now here's Giannis. 16 points for him. Here's Hill. The putback. A rebound by the Bucks. Unseld's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Now Moncrief. It's tipped.
Superb D that time from Sampson on the shot block.
Here's Hill. And it's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, they're not able to keep the ball with. Here's Hill. Hawks passing it around. Richardson against Harper. Caught that one. Sampson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Sampson, 7'4", versatile, mobile. Good luck trying to stop him inside. He's too tall, too long.
With the drive.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Milwaukee now. 22 with their biggest lead. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Ding. Goes back up. And he banks in the layup.
We've seen that a few times today, guys. I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Here's Hill. A rebound by the Bucks.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
There's the screen. Back to Daniels. Davis in the corner. And he lobs it with the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
It's Hardaway with the drive. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Moncrief the pass to Davis. Out to Magetta. Back to Davis. Going inside. That shot off the mark. And so he'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's an 18-point game. It's Hill with the job.
How about the vertical of Hill? Outstanding. Rising up and ramming it home. Yes, sir.
Davis kicks to Moncrief. There's a good screen to the middle. Here's Daniels, and it's blocked. Pass to Guerin. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And guys, I like what they're doing here in the second half. Getting a lot of production in the paint and still trailing, but starting to show some grit down low.
And the Bucks making a change here. Stone's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Butler, he's checked in for Grant Hill. 1:11 left in the third. Back to McGinn. 13 feet away. Rebound Atlanta.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
It's Tim Hardaway with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body to take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Butler, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Beal's checked in for the Hawks. They set the pick. Davis, the pass to Daniels. That one drops for him. Daniels has got 6 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
The shot by Beal, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Butler in the corner. Pass to Davis. Inside, here's Daniels. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 5 assists in the game.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Embry. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Milwaukee with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So it's Smith sitting on the bench. Here's the five for Quinn Snyder right now. Richardson is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Butler. And it's Pettit in at the 4. It's to Sloan. At Giannis. Giannis takes it down.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Richardson the pass to Sampson. Outside Butler. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside Beal. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
He plays with such an edge. His style is tenacious.
Antetokounmpo passes to Ansel. Harper against Richardson. Here's the lob, and Kupo, and the cut by Giannis.
Kupo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever to turn around.
It's Beal on the wing. Pass to Sampson. Now Richardson, he's guarded by Harper. Richardson against Harper. The kick outside to Butler. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
That was a terrific sequence by Butler, demonstrating why he's such an outstanding two-way threat.
Pass to Sampson. There's Beal with the three. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Sloan pass is doing so. Out of bounds, and they will take possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Moncrief's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here. The Hawks trail by 19. To the wing right side. Outside, Beal. Pass to Richardson. To Beal. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Moncrief, the pass to himself. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Boy, nice floor awareness there from Sidney Moncrief. All about getting the rock to his open teammates.
Richardson against Harper. Pass to Beal. Here's Pettit. Shot, high post, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Well, he is consistent on that mid-range jumper. Pettit's a well-rounded player. He can get his points from anywhere on the floor.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
No excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
To Guerin. Bangs home the trifecta.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Antetokounmpo passes to himself. To the inside. Beal with the steal. Here's Richardson. And the rejection by Giannis. Richardson against Harper. Second shot opportunity. Richardson, no luck. Bucks leading by 16. Here's Moncrief. 11 feet out and he hits it. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Bucks.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. Team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
The Hawks trail by 18. Pass to Beal. Here's Pettit. Here's Sampson. 6 to shoot. Here's Guerin. Good on the triple. Guerin's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Harper gives to Antetokounmpo. It's to Sloan. Giannis outside. Sampson pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
It's Richardson on the wing. He's guarded by Harper. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis outside. There's 1:59 left in the game. Nice contact on the shot. And now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Butler, he's checked in for the Bucks. Davis comes in for Ron Harper. Then for the Hawks, Hill, he's checked in for Beal. Hardaway is subbed in for Richardson.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
He sure has given this crowd a show tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Butler against Hill. Butler passes to Giannis. And here is Butler. Here's Moncrief. And the Bucks miss again.
And then, guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys work just a little bit harder tonight, and that is the edge they need.
And he'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Hardaway passes to Garrett. To the left side wing. Here's Simpson. That one doesn't go. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Giannis outside. Pass to Moncrief. Butler with the ball. Over Hill. Nice fit there to create the shot, but it's no good. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A quarter-round dominant showing in front of a crowd that very forgiving.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing against. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. Much appreciated, David. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony.
Opening night for these two teams in this new NBA season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in, and we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started.
And look at the starters for Charlotte. We've got Jason Tatum. He's out there with Jaylen Brown, and it's Mourning in at the 5. Up top, Westbrook fires, top of the key. Anthony grabs the board.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play. His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Tatum. Takes it inside, lays it up and banks it in.
Looking like a runaway freight train, Tatum taking it to the rack with a purpose.
Anthony outside. Here's Billups, pounded by Westbrook. And Billups gets it to go.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early is already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Westbrook. The steal. To the middle. They double him with Brown. Here's Ginobili. And the 3 off target. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Hornets. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, BA. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Not going to go that time.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Billups, pounded by Westbrook. Here's Ginobili. Rebounded by Mourning. The Hornets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Tatum inside. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him.
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And the first one at the line is good. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Now here's Anthony. And he buries his first look.
Well, lots of usual service from Melo, and a great play there with the contact.
Let's check in with our reporter.
I think we spoke with Tom Thibodeau. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. He puts them to me. Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And here are the Hornets now. After the basket by New York. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. Second, New York.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Pass to to Billups. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Here's Ginobili. Off the mark there with a three.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Now here's Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Ginobili. Now here's Anthony. Blocked! Westbrook outside. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. This next team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A. isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Phillips' shot is off. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Hornets. First shot.
I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. It's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. New York making a switch here. Maxey's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Wade's checked in. Here's Ginobili. No points yet. There's a screen. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, there's a surprise. Manu out hustling somebody. Don't forget about him inside.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Tatum. Fires the three. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Wallace outside. Here's Kemp. Three-pointer, Anthony. Buries it from 3. Anthony's got 5 points.
Melo cashing in right now from the perimeter where he's in transition and spotting up. You got to get to him.
Outside Tatum. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by New York.
He's just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Anthony outside. Kemp, the pass to Ginobili. And here's Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint. He knows he can score.
Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. He's got 10.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Ginobili. Pass to Maxey. Here's Wallace. Maxey with it. No points so far. Anthony misses. Outside Tatum. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Wade. No good from outside. New York trailing. And he lobs it up to the rim. Cuts off the pass. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Here's Wade. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, Dwayne Wade has taken thousands of shots where he's been challenged, and he's made them just like that.
Timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now here's Maxey. They set the pick. Here's Christie. Knocks down the triple.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Early out.
Here's Wade. Jackson with three. Sends it home from three-point land. Wade's got 5 now.
And we know Dwayne does not take many shots from the outside, but he really knows how to pick his spots.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Lewis. 5 to shoot. Here's Ilgauskas. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Drawing contact is a skill, and Dwayne Wade is a master.
Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. Here's Maxey. No made baskets yet. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's a screen. Off target with the 3. And that does it for the first quarter. And on top, up 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hornets.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out with great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
We've got Herb Jones, and it's Christie in at the shooting guard. That's the group for New York starting the second. Here's Christie. Outside Jones. To the left wing. Here's the 3. And it pulls down the board. Charlotte leading by 6. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to win a pretty substantial playoff drive.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason. But their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Holly.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks are one of the top defensive teams in the league and starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Here's Wade. Jones grabs the board. Knicks trail by 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Herb Jones looks like he might be the next elite perimeter defender.
Well, he's been amazing in the early part of his career. He closes out his space so well on people, in control and balanced, able to catch guys' first move. He is asked to guard the primary offensive wing on a nightly basis, and Herb Jones is up to the challenge.
Jones hits them both. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
To the inside. It's stolen away. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Morning.
Oh my, what a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Hornets making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. guarded by Nance. Anthony outside. It's intercepted. Here's Cooper. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Anthony. And there's a pick. Here's Ginobili. He's guarded by Nance. Ginobili gets the bucket. Ginobili's got his second bucket of the night.
Like how Melo was working the pick and roll there. When the defense thinks that he's going to jack the shot up, just cuts him apart with the pass. Makes it easy.
Nance outside. There's Tatum with the three. Jason Tatum. He's a sharpshooter.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Anthony outside. Pass to Ginobili. Clock at 6. He buries it from 3. Ginobili's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, years of experience come into play, not only here, but overseas. Ginobili with perfect rhythm on the catch and shoot.
Nance against Anthony. Nance, the pass to Tatum. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
Seems like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pass to Wallace. Here's Ginobili. To the paint. Here's Anthony. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Anthony's got 9 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
27.
Here's Cooper. Nance against Anthony. Nance, the pass to Tatum. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Anthony. Nance pulls down the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Timeout. Timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for New York. And a change for the Hornets. Jaylen Brown is checked in for Nance. Hornets on D. Here's Ginobili. 7 points in the game. Maxey surveys. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Maxey's got his first bucket in this one.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Westbrook finds Tatum. They set the screen. Back to Westbrook. Outside Tatum. Here's Cooper. Wallace pulls it in. Inside. Brown with the steal. In transition. Here they come. Shot is up. Westbrook with the miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They trail by 6.
Shooting it with more confidence because of the space. It didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. They're finding him now.
Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Cooper's shot is off. New York has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Anthony. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And it's now just a 1-point Hornet lead.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to review the game. season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Second, the Knicks.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Wade. He's got 6. Charlotte, no good that time either. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally insane.
Upside Jones.
That's what he does, Tyson Chandler, redirecting that one.
4 on the clock. From the arc. Christie's shot is off. The Hornets have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Oh, got that bucketed. No time at all. Kuzi's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Maxey. And there's the screen. Launches it. The rebound by Haywood.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Hopefully that's what they'll do here. That's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game. Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And here is Maxey. Shot from 12. Misses off the right arm. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Well, I think for the Knicks, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason. Yeah, you have big...
Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
You see the maturity in Tatum?
That does it for halftime.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for the Hornets. They've got Russell Westbrook, Jason Tatum out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Mourning in at the center position.
Things are starting to come together for them. And the lead is starting to grow, too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
To the inside.
Or dishing that one out. Just a scorer finding a teammate on that possession.
Charlotte leading by 8. Pass to Cooper. Here's Mourning. Outside Tatum. And it's Charlotte with another.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
Three-pointer, Anthony. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Up top, Tatum. He's got 22. Here's Cooper. He's guarded by Anthony. They get the rebound. Mourning. And he's blocked. And they get it back. Tatum barreling in. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Having added so much strength, Tatum can take the contact and stay balanced.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Knicks trail by 13. Anthony outside. And there's the drive. And it's rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Anthony's got 13.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Pass to Tatum. Outside, Brown fires for three. Kemp with the rebound.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. It's right in his jersey.
Anthony outside. Fires the three. Knocks down the long J. 16 points for him.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And he's checked in for Charlotte. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Cooper. Dance left side. Pass to Tatum. Shot pocket 6. Knocks it down from distance. Tatum's got 11 points here in the second half.
He's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Now here's Anthony. Rebounded by Mourning. Mourning's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Cooper passes to Tatum. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Kind of a devious move by Tatum, pulling the defender in where he wants him.
With this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Here's Billups, pounded by Westbrook. Here's Billups. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Westbrook. He takes it in. Shots blocked. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the line.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Here's Mourning. Watch by Wallace. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of those players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian is being honest.
Dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
Just a great catch and shoot player. Ginobili is so good at losing the defender and carving out just enough space to get off a clean shot.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Gotta feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
A new lineup here for New York. Pass to Wade. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Ilgauskas. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the next. 8-point game. And he gets the bucket.
A great option he gives them on every possession.
There's Kuzi. Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Outside Maxey. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving. Good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the three ball. I mean, it's been falling for them. They're locked in. That outside shot going, it's a big difference maker.
Down low. It's Christie. It's blocked. 1:51 left in the third. Here's Wade. The kick to Tatum. Takes the three. Christie with a rebound. Knicks trail by 5. Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. Pass to Lewis. Tatum against Jones. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Tatum.
You scan around the league to look at young guys who might be pillars of teams moving forward. Well, Herb Jones could be one of those guys.
Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Wade. He has 6. Haywood passes to Nance. To the paint. There's the steal. Wow. Here's Chandler. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, Chandler doesn't have a long way to go, but he gets up for that one.
50 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Maxey, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got his third basket of the night.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Chandler getting up. Is he tall enough? Wow.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Outside Maxey. Pass to Christie. Here's Lewis. The 3-ball. Kuzi with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock. Here's Wade. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 7-point Hornet lead. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Hornets, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
There's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's Ginobili in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Charlotte leading by 7. Outside, Brown. 4-3. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Here's Kemp. Pass to Lewis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown. Rejected by Brown.
And that's all about anticipation. Jaylen Brown, high IQ defensively.
Knicks trail by 10. Here's Ginobili. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
He's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Here's Cooper. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Lewis. his first points in this one.
So blessed with excellent court vision, especially for a wing player. Ginobili repeatedly finds the open man.
Kuzi pass to Chandler. And rejected. Here's Ginobili. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That looks good.
A throwback night here for Manu. He's playing quick and playing confident. Great to watch him score at this level.
Outside, Brown. To the middle. Here's Cooper. And it's New York with a rebound.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
Here's Ginobili. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul.
And the defender gets caught off balance. Ginobili with that signature burst of his to draw a trip to the free throw line.
Wallace, he's checked in for New York. Anthony comes in for Lewis.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
To the right side. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Morning. Watched by Wallace. Just 5 to shoot. Cooper's shot is off.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Here's Ginobili. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And you look at Jaylen Brown. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
There's Anthony. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Tatum from long range drops in the 3. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Here's Billups. Ginobili. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Morning. Charlotte leading by 7. Tatum with it. Outside, Brown. The three-pointer off the mark. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Knicks. Here's Ginobili. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Ginobili's got 12 points here in the second half.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Tatum. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Here's Billups. Pass to Anthony. Here's Billups. The 3. The Hornets pull it in. Morning's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Tatum. And here's Brown. Outside Tatum. Shot from the top of the key. And right on target. Tatum's got 40 points.
Yeah, tricky area for some guys, but not Tatum. He can hurt you from mid-range.
Anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. And now an 11-point Charlotte lead.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
The shot's good.
Right-hand Miller is just feeling it, scoring at will and dominating the offense.
Charlotte leading by 7. Outside Tatum. 1:27 left to play in the fourth. There's Morton. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paid off that time.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And there's the lob. They swipe it.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Hornets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
Just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And what a huge performance it was for Jason Tatum.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
On the wing, Anthony. Pass to Ginobili. It's tipped. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Ooh, Tatum slams it home.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win. Those are Allie, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everyone.
Starting at small forward, 6'6"
This season's still pretty young, Greg. What are you looking for?
I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up the leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
So with Rodman on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Nowitzki. Drexler is out there with Thomas. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Ewing in at the 5. Down low. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard, that's for 2. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Good strength from Leonard there. Not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Nowitzki with the screen on Smart. Here's Thomas. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Now Wilkins. To the paint. It's picked off. Smart with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Smart passes to Oladipo. Here's Leonard. Plays it up and puts it in.
Such a strong man can more than handle his own down low.
Thomas against Smart. Nowitzki with the screen on Smart. Nowitzki outside. Buries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Thompson passes to Cowens. And here's Smart. Pass to Oladipo. Now here's Leonard. Drexler defender. Leonard inside. He's against Drexler. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now the Bulls with it. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's Nowitzki. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Oladipo for 3. Nowitzki with the rebound. Leonard against Wilkins. Here's Ewing. It's hauled in by the Magic. And going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they were matching well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Thomas passes to Wilkins. Nowitzki against Leonard. And again, Chicago. No good. And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
Thompson, a screen on Ewing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer.
Timeout. The old way to start the game. Out of the gate, you knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Tipped away. And now Oladipo pushing it up. Going back to stop him.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Thomas passes to Ewing. Back to Thomas. Nowitzki sends a screen for Thomas. Over Smart. Hands the 12-footer.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Here's Thompson. Isaiah Thomas picking up that last basket. Thompson passes to Collins. A good finish at the rack off the stick beat.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, Drexler. Back to Thomas. Nowitzki with the screen on Smart. Here's Thomas. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Thomas is great from the perimeter. He has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Finley comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Paul in for Smart. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Sabonis, he's checked in for Ewing. Ranger comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Dennis Rodman is checked in for Dominic Wilkins. And Levine subbed in for Clyde Drexler. Now here's Levine, following the shot by Chris Paul. Sabonis' screen on Paul. Thomas against Paul. Thomas, no good. Magic leading by 5. Kicks it out to Paul. Driving inside. Thompson outside. That shot, no good. Nice D from Levine. Ranger up top. He's covered by Thompson. Thompson against Ranger. Over Thompson. And it's good off the back. Bring that in.
God, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now, here's Thompson. Scoreless thus far. Into the lane. Ranger with the defensive effort.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle stuff.
The shot's good from Collins. Collins has got his second bucket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Levine against Oladipo. Hits some rim on the way, and the bucket's good.
Smart hoop by Levine. With how many teams defend him, he'll get his shot.
Timeout.
And get a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Young's checked in for Thomas. With the break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. Fourth, the Magic.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Here's Finley, still without a basket. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Count that one. Young with the ball. Outside, Levine. Young sets a screen for Levine. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some burst coverage that turned into no coverage.
Peterson misses. Bulls trail by 5. Young outside. Pass to Levine. Puts up a deep three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Ball looking around to the middle. Howard. Orlando again with the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Ranger from outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. Magic lead by 7. And the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And something else that I like is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
They've got Smart. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Howard. And it's Lanier in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. Shot clock at 6. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Lanier. The Magic leading by 7. Inside. It's tipped. Outside Wilkins. Young outside. A shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Smart. To the inside. Nowitzki with the steal. And now here comes Drexler leading the pack. The shot's good.
Yeah, heard the whistle and it kept his focus and able to stay hard.
Frank, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill. Even in youth basketball, I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Now here's Leonard. Leonard towers away. That's it. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Drexler. And Drexler throws it down hard.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Back to Smart. Right side left. Ewing gets the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. There's no shot you want him to take.
And it's the Magic with the ball. How many Wilkins unable to get his safety ball?
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Magic making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 6-point game. Back to Nowitzki. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Young with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And the basket by Nowitzki.
And for a big man, that ability to space the floor is what makes Nowitzki such a special offensive player.
Thompson passes to Collins. Oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Young finds Drexler. There's the triple. Rebound by the Magic. Richard for the Bulls, just one playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respected, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan has perspective. He says that he's to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life.
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Great. And the officials called for a 3-second violation. Bulls trail by 5. Thomas passes to Nowitzki. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Nowitzki. Puts up a 3. And it's Collins with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add.
Thompson finds Oladipo. Rebounds are down the floor. Off target from outside. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for Chicago. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Outside Thomas. Drexler passes to Ewing. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
How about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Pass to Peterson. Oladipo against Thomas. Down low. Drexler with the steal. It's Wilkins on the wing. Back to Drexler. Drexler. It's good on the putback.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
To the middle. Stolen by Ewing. It's Wilkins on the wing. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Orlando leading. Here's Collins. 8 points for him. To Peterson. Here's Collins. Outside Leonard. Elbow shot. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Drexler. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar
Timeout.
for the rest of the team.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Sabonis, he's checked in for Ewing. Granger comes in for Nowitzki. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Dominique Wilkins. And Levine subbed in for Drexler. Now here's Paul. No scoring in this one. Lanier, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here are the Magic now. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Bulls leading by 3. We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. To the inside. There's Sabonis. And 2 free throws come out, unable to get that one to go without the contact. In terms of defense, Ray, the Magic are taking some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Sabonis is a guy who works hard on both ends of the floor, and he does things the right way.
And Sabonis drops them both. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. They're quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Here's Levine. Imagine hitting the bucket. Pass to Thomas. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Thomas got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Bulls. Ball outside. To the paint. Howell with the bucket. Howell's got 6.
One of the best passers of all time. Paul relishes setting the pace and finding his open teammates.
Rodman with the screen on Paul. Paul against Thomas. Three-pointer, Granger. It's rebounded by Paul. Pass to Finley. Inside on the left block. That is good. And the Bulls lead is put down to just 1 on the basket from Howell.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Thomas outside. And that would have counted, but his shot is on the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close night, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here now at the Magic. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good. I'd be dominating down low.
And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution.
And that's all for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Clyde Drexler, what a contribution so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So with Rodman on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Wilkins. Nowitzki is out there with Ewing. Then there's Thomas, and it's Drexler in at the 2.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Run it on the wing. Pass to Collins. Nowitzki against Thompson. For the lead, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
With his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Orlando shooting first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
The Magic shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Leonard pitch to Oladipo. Oh, Leonard in position. Up high and stopped the alley-oop.
That's the connection Leonard has with his guys. He knows when to go for that alley-oop.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up toward the Chicago Bulls. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Nowitzki. Shoots the 3. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Nowitzki's got 9 points.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Thompson passes to Collins. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Oladipo misses.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Thomas finds Nowitzki. And the Bulls, another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Bulls making a switch here. Young's checked in. Here's Oladipo. Thompson outside. They set the pick. Lock at 6. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Aggressive move and fantastic finish.
And trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The Bulls with the lead. Nowitzki with the screen on Smart. And here's Young from the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. A team short, but it's good off the front end. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic making a switch now. Here's his checked in.
Number 24, Lawrence Peterson.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Nowitzki kicks to Young. On the clock. With the shot. They get it again. Nowitzki with the screen on Smart. Wilkins outside. Here's Young. Shot That is good off the back rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
Thompson sets the pick for Smart. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? RJ, for the Bulls, their last 2 seasons have ended with losses in the play-in.
Yeah, they finished as the 9th seed both years and won their first play-in game. But that second play-in game has been a problem, which is why they need to set themselves up better during the regular season.
Smart passes to Collins. Here's Peterson, Drexler defender. Pass to Collins. Thompson with it for the lead. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And the three ball is good. 8 points from Openng Thompson. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now, here is Young. To the inside. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
Ball outside. Pass to Howell. Over Granger. Howell can't hit. Bulls have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned in the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to win. Historic in so many ways. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now here's Granger. Outside, Levine.
2 minutes.
Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Danny Granger, the bucket on the exchange by Levine. Granger's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
To the middle, here's Lanier. Chicago grabs the miss. And then outside, Sabonis finds Young. Levine a screen on Paul. Pass to Levine. Here's Granger. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Magic. Lanier's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball against Young. Ball passes to Finley. Here's Howell. Granger covering. Down low. Here's Lanier. And he takes the feed and slams it home.
He's undersized at his position. His vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Rodman looking it over. Here's Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We're talking about Trae Young, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Now here's Paul. He has yet to score. To the paint. Here's Lanier. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
So challenging trying to guard Paul, especially when he's slicing passes through the defense like that.
Young from outside. Rebound by the Magic. Lanier's Young's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Powell passes to Finley. Stolen by Rodman. Fast break, here we go. Young with no one around. Sinks the triple. Young's got 6 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can go out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from the team perspective, having your off-guard pick-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you how people are willing to give up the rock.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Victor Oladipo. Finley is out there with Openng Johnson. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Collins at the center, walking down the middle. This is out there for Orlando. Now Smart. Dirk Nowitzki missing from long range. Thomas against Smart. To the middle. Here's Granger. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bulls?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their threes off the fast break.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Wilkins. And then Jim Thomas and then Thompson.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now, here's Thompson. They set the pick. Inside, here's Collins, and they immediately answer back with a dunk at the other end.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Thomas against Smart. Outside Wilkins. Thomas sets a screen for Wilkins. Nowitzki outside. From the arc. Yes, it is. Where that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Orlando. And Chicago also making a switch. Ewing's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He loves what they're doing right now. He said if they're not stopping this, keep going after it down low. We'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. Thomas against Smart. Nowitzki looking around. Back to Thomas. That's good, and it's Nowitzki with the assist. 9 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Contact there, but he gets the call. He will shoot 2. Goes on catch of Ewing.
First team foul.
That free throw good from Johnson. And so Thompson nails both of them. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Chicago. And so he makes both from the line. Magic have gone an outstanding 4 or 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Leonard. throws coming up.
Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the deep into foul.
The first free throw is good. Leonard hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Thomas against Smart. Here's Nowitzki. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Tremendous offensive output tonight. Dirk can stuff the stat sheet.
Free throw good, Nowitzki. The Magic trail by 3. Outside, Smart. Oladipo outside. They set the screen. Pass to Collins. Stolen by Ewing. It's Drexler, top of the key. Nowitzki's shot is no good. The Magic shooting a superb 63% from the field. Here's Collins. Outside Leonard. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thomas against Smart. Pass to Ewing. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 6 assists now in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now, here's Thompson. Over Nowitzki. That is good. And the ball three is put down and just threw in the basket from Thompson.
He's been much more assertive here in the second half. Getting to his spots, executing with ease.
Wilkins passes to Drexler. Finished off by Drexler.
That's the electricity to what Drexler can do. The leaping ability, the creativity, once in air. That's elite level stuff.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. All checked in for Smart. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. Drexler against Oladipo. Thompson outside. 4 on the clock. And it will go. And the Bulls lead kept to just 3 points on the basket from Collins.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Drexler scanning the floor. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Paul's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 5. In the corner, Wilkins with it. Nowitzki for 3. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
He is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Right side Leonard. Looking for you and he gets it there. Drexler gets to Young. Picked by Drexler. Here's Nowitzki. And it's Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard with no one around. It's an incoming with the assist from Thompson. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
No hesitation in a wants the ball when they need a bucket.
Now here's Nowitzki. Lays it up off the glass. Nowitzki's got 14 points now in the second half. And it's Paul with the ball for Orlando. And on the wing. And so the ball is out of bounds. Openng touched it down. Wilkins kicks to Drexel. Pass to Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. They'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. It's Orlando's ball. Right side, Leonard. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Wilkins. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on the bucket. Wilkins has got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flicked the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.